Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? So I've got a question for you guys. What's your knowledge of 1990s Japanese anime like? Specifically a show called Neon Genesis Evangelion. Well, let me tell you this. It was about some Japanese school children who would pilot some giant mech warriors, cyborg type things I guess, and they would defend Tokyo from the invading angels. Right, that's all you need to know. Apart from the fact that this is the setting. The map you see now is the setting for that particular show. Right, there you go. You don't need to know anything about anime now. It's all about the map. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now, this one was requested by Zach, who is one of the Patreon BonBon buddies, and it was voted in by the BonBon buddies to be this week's particular map to review on the Friday. Right, it's time for your daily reminder. Get that finger waggling, please. Get it waggling right now. You know what to do. That's right, clicking the like button really does help to support the show, promote me, get me seen by others, and hopefully grow me a little bit larger. Right, okay, on with today's map, and it's a goodie. It's Tokyo 3 by Oitan, and it's a rather solid look, and it's a little bit old. Oh, old as the hills that you see within it. The the start square looks like this. The resources come in a moment. Looks like that. It's all good. And the resources look like that. All in 25 tiles because it is an old map. How old, you ask me, BonBon? Well, I will tell you if we go over to Steam Workshop. It's 26th of March 2015. I mean, the game had only been out 3 minutes when this appeared. That is how early it was. Right, okay, big surprise for you. Big surprise, here it comes. That's right, we're doing the asset and theme right at the start of today's show, solely because I'm going to do a once-through fly-through on today's map review. Right, so today's asset is the German Blockhouse 7, L1 to L5, that's levels 1 to level 5 for those of you that are new to the game and wondering what L1 to L5 means, by N2J. No idea what N2J is short for, but hi N2J. This is nice work. It's a very solid looking building. It's going to look really good in Asset World when we place it on the weekend. I'm thinking the old part of town again, around the courtyard in front of the church. Yeah, I think that's probably a good location for this. Very solid building, very weathered. Looks like there might be seagull droppings on the roof as well. I like all of that. Anyway, German Blockhouse 7 L1 to L5 by N2J. That's today's asset of the day. The map is coming very soon, guys. Very soon. Next up, we have the theme and luck review. It's the New Caledonia Concrete V1.1 by Bizabioles with the photorealistic LUT by Reaper. And a couple of factoids, get them out of the way very quickly. The makers of a 1952 art documentary were forced to cut a shot of a Botticelli nude because it was deemed offensive by the censor. Ooh, they were so prudish back in the 50s. A 19th century Japanese, got Japan on the mind now, Valentine card maker, 19th century Valentine card maker, dressed Cupid traditionally naked in a skirt because of prudism. Anyway, this is the tail end of the week now. We'll have one more look at the New Caledonia Concrete theme tomorrow. But we'll crack on in a few seconds with a once-through fly-through of this, remember, old map, 2015 March. It's gonna be something to behold. I tell you what, it's not bad for its age. Don't write it off before you've seen it. Anyway, let's head off to have a look at Tokyo 3. Okay, so let's give this map a quick once over. Once again, we're going to do this as a once over fly through, solely because I can't work out exactly how I would want to review this one using the usual standard and style. Standards being a specific word because, hey, this was made in 2015, about 3 seconds after the game came out. Given that, this map's actually really impressive. Given that, of course, by today's standards, yeah, less so. Let's come and have a quick look at some of the map from ground level. We've got fairly standard, not a bad bridge for its time, you know. I certainly remember trying to make bridges when I first got the game, and this is way better than I was doing back then. Of course, now with the modern tools, it's really easy. Really, really easy. Yeah, we've got no clipping going on there. That's all lovely. We'll follow the highways along. And we get to this. Now, yes, it's a bit messy. It's a little bit messy. I'm going to head... Hang on, that's traffic again. So we're going to have to go this way. And now we're onto the highway ramps. These were the days, of course, when your options were 3-lane highways or 1-lane highway ramp. That was all you had in the map editor. So you can upgrade these to today's standards, I'm sure. In fact, I'd love to see this map updated to today's standards. We are, of course, looking at the original vanilla trees, and this road, very nicely done, following the terrain, the contours, the ridges. We're going to take the second right there, because this is going to take us to the start square. Hey, I did look at the map before starting, guys. I did. Yeah, it's considering, let's say, considering everything, considering the age of the map, this isn't too bad at all. If this was made today, I would probably suggest that the map creator has taken on more than they could chew, but it's not been made today. We come down here. Ah, look, here we go. Promise you the start square. There it is. That's what you're working with right there. Actually, not the worst. Not the worst. Quite a lot to work with. You've got some water there as well. Water flow might be an issue, though, I would imagine, for a start square. Shall we have a quick look at the water while we're here, I guess? Open that up. Hit that. Yeah, we've got no water movements at all. Oh, a little bit of tiny... couple of tiny little arrows there, and that is where your water is coming in and your water is going out. So vanilla rules, that's a little bit broken. I'll come back out of here. We've got the rail here. That isn't quite in the start square. It falls about, well, half a length, half a segment short of actually making it into the start square. Anyway, here we have the road going out. Up here, Jinky Janky. Hey, possibly the first ever Jinky Janky in the game. Who knew? Who knew that it was going to be Jinky Janky? A bit of a sharp angle turning at the top here, and then we can follow the... I'm not going to do this at ground level. Shall we take a left? Yeah, why not? Let's come back down off this ridge. I'm not sure where we're going now. I haven't followed the roads this far. We come down here, and we have nice little bridge, little high by today's standards. And so that slope up's a little on the steep side, but still not bad. This is a nice one over here. This is nice. Even by today's standards. Oh, a little bit wonky, actually. If that was straight, that would be nice. But actually, by today's standards, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Then we're back onto the highway. That takes us off to the fog. Let's go this way instead. Jinky Janky. Yeah, Jinky Janky. And now, this particular highway, as you can probably tell up ahead, there are long stretches where it's really very nice. And then there's short stretches where it's a seasick ride waiting to happen. Ooh, ouch. Big bump here. And like I say, nice and level now. It's there are great moments. This is a map that has some really nice moments. Like this is a turn off here that'll take you off to the start square if you want to go that way. You see that bridge? It's the same as previous bridge. See how it sort of like meanders off to the right a little bit before coming back down. That's very, very, well, I want to say odd. But I mean, it's still a nice bridge again for its age. going up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, up and down. Yeah, see, look here, look here. That is beautifully smooth. When you're looking at the ground, look how it just fails to follow the terrain down here. Though, it's really weird how they weren't able to maintain the smooth transition of the roads. Comes over here. We've got another break off here towards what I'm guessing would be the city centre or the downtown even. We've got some rings out now. As I said, I have not done any research really into why, but we have got these pools which are fine. Aesthetically they're quite nice. You know, these highways go off rather awkwardly to the edge of the map. We've got definitely some it's called digitization on the hills there. Just bringing the smoothing tool to that would be a slight improvement. And we come down here now. In terms of roads, I do want to point out these two. I'm not sure. Once again, I've not done any research into these, but we do have this one which stops underwater right there. Once again, I'm reckoning that is in the story somehow. This one, however, over here, well, that actually carries on underwater. If you can still make that out there. Hang on. How am I going to do this? There you go. Look at this. You can see it dropping underwater there, and it's complaining to be flooded. Oh, we've got another one here, look. And another one. We've got loads of underwater roads going on. Oh, I think we've got to play a game here. I think it's got to be done. Are you ready? Let's drop the sea level. Says he, trying really hard to drop the sea level. There it is. Excellent. Right, so what's going on under the sea? Got all these roads here. Got a ridge there. Got all these roads going on over here. Got underwater rail. I think I'm missing something. I think somebody who is deeper into Japanese anime than I would know what is going on here. But wow, yes, we do have underwater networking, which is... I didn't expect that at all. Obviously, there you go. Probably some kind of flooding. There you go. Tokyo 3 was hit by some flooding, and we've got part of the city is now underwater. Shall we return the sea level to its natural point, if I can? If I can. There we go. That's what I'm trying to... Come on. Move sea level. There we go. Drop that down to about there. That would be about right. And the sea will suddenly reappear. There. Better. Right. So, rail. I think we can assume that the rail is going to be a little bit lumpy, bumpy in places. Following this along here. Goes through under the bridge there. And then when we get into the hills, yes, it's going to be a bit awkward. And a bit lumpy and bumpy. Of course, to be expected. Especially, yeah. Given the age, I keep saying given the age of the map. Yes, given the age of the map. Right, let's have a quick look at the shipping routes, if there are any at all. Yes, we've just got the one that cuts across here and bears off and off the map there. Right, so we've done that. Let's have a quick look at... We've had a look at the water flow. There are some little rivers, quite a few of them, and they're quite nicely done. I like the way they do feel real and natural as well. And in terms of drowned trees, look, we've got all the trees with dry roots. That is very nice. I'll see if I can find another one of these rivers. There we go, another one of these rivers. Up here, there's some trees up here. Yeah, they're fine. Okay, don't completely buy into the start. The water source there, but that's still not too bad at all. We'll have a look up here as well. All of the trees have, look, not one drowned tree. You'd almost expect there to be, wouldn't you? You would almost expect there to be. Coming up this way. This one gets a bit close, but it's fine. And yeah, that's actually Very nice work indeed. Loving, just look at the river networks. Feels so very real indeed. Right, and we've got another river there. So we've got this rugged area. We do have some nice buildable plains like here, going down to, like I said, downtown, and even the underwater if you want to drain it. Because, hey, actually, there's a thought. There is a thought. There's a gameplay opportunity here. Building a wall, a terrain wall, and then draining the area, and then using that to reclaim some of Tokyo 3's former glorious self. I like it. I like that idea. Where should we park this thing for a good? I think actually it might be something like. Oh dear! Come on, screenshot time. The thumbnail even. How about something like that? That'll do. Aesthetically, do you know what? I kind of like it. Sure, it's old. Sure, it's a little bit scratchy. But given its age, it's very impressive. I can't give it 4 stars. Had this been 2015, I'd definitely be giving this 4 stars. Possibly even a 5 at the time, but you know. No, it's a 3-star map for aesthetics. Detailing, once again, by today's standards, it's really, really poor. But there's actually quite a few nice things to say about this one. And I'm going to credit it that 3rd star. Sure, if this was built today, you're getting 2 stars. But my goodness, the amount of work that would have gone into getting it to even close to today's standards. 3 stars for detail. Gameplay potential? Do you know what? I'm going to give this one. I'm absolutely going to give this one. I think everything's kind of in place. You're going to want to upgrade the roads. You are going to want to upgrade the roads. But beyond that, like the reclaiming of the underwater segment, which was clearly flooded, I'm very tempted to say 5 for gameplay potential. But start square water flow. Going to bring it down to 4. So there we are. It's 4 stars for gameplay. Right, that's it from Tokyo 3. Actually, not half bad, especially given its age. So let's head on over to the closing credits. So I can say to you, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. You can join me over on Patreon for just $1 a month and get your name in the closing credits like these guys have as well. And get to vote on next Friday's map of the week. You can click the vote now and have a look at an old Icania map and see how they came on. This was episode 100. It was a good episode. Go and have a look at that one if you happen to miss it. And I'll see you tonight for a bit of map making and tomorrow for the final What map of the week. Thanks for watching. See you very, very soon.